Hello folks, and welcome back to Let's Play Rings of Power. I'm your host, the Gamer Darius. Last we left off, we murdered a guy in cold blood for his ID to give us a location for where this pop bus guy is. Whatever. There's just a slight problem. This is the location. In fact, now that I look at this dock, you'll see that this was where I had previously made birth for a little bit, thinking that I could enter this town. You see a little bit of a problem here. It is completely locked out. I cannot access it in any way, shape, and/or form except via flight. And unfortunately, the only place where one can get flying stones is in Mesa, which is a little town here. Now the problem here is that this is on highly elevated land that I literally cannot reach unless I can fly. So how am I supposed to get to either of these locations? Well, turns out that what I'm supposed to do is find myself a wandering merchant. See, no other merchant in this world apparently actually has what are called dragon stones. I spoke of them briefly last episode when I was all like, hey, stones, they're a thing. And turns out that Mesa is the only place that sells them anytime whatsoever. Like, you could go there and be all like, hey, I need more dragon stones. And they'll be all like, sure, here you go. The only other location that you can actually find dragonstones is through the Wandering Merchants. I've never found any Wandering Merchants because most of the time, when someone approaches me on the overworld, it's someone trying to kill me. So pretty much what I have to do now is see if I can't find a Wandering Merchant. Easier said than done, I think. But for the most part, they are always in a craft. So if I see a dino, if I see a ship, I gotta approach them and be all like, "Hey, sup? Do you have any dragon stones?" I mean, it's either that or it's the end of the game. Which would be balls. I don't want to end the game here. I'm not yet done. So this is suddenly becoming the episode where Darius now wanders around for a wandering merchant that he hopes to find, just kind of wandering around the place. I should really stick to the shallows. That way I'm not just wasting water. Just a thought. That is technically, no, that is not Wandering Merchant at all. I suppose my only real saving grace when it comes to situations where it's like, oh hey, it's not a Wandering Merchant, it's a random encounter, would be that at the least I'm getting my money back for the water that I've bought, I guess. I don't know. Not really a good payoff. Two dead. 3. Should I bother with... Nah, I'm just gonna go shock. Nearly all of them dead. So yeah, it's now become a try to find the like 1 or 2 merchants quest. That is now my quest. Ooh, actually did pretty equal damage all over the place. Okay, I've never tried out his axe spell. I didn't know that it actually turned him into an axe. That's pretty wondrous. Alright, so if I were to... How am I even supposed to contact a merchant if it's wandering around? I ought to save. It's been a while since I've saved, last I recall. Da, 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 da. So yeah, this is now turned into a game of sheer dumb luck. And again, it's probably best if I... Oh wait. Tall lighthouse guards the harbor. What is this? Oh, this is commerce. Derp. I've never went through the lighthouse side of things. I always just went through. Now I'm just trying to wonder, where might there be some more dudes that will just sell me shit? If I stayed on the ocean, there's practically a guarantee. What if I were to just full on buy out a ship? Do you have... No. I want to buy ship. Not the wisest of expenditures of money, but, you know. Which one of these is my ship? Wait. Did I buy a ship, but because my boat is right where it is? Oh my god. Oh. No. Frickin' Frenzium. You know, I don't know what Frenzy is. What it's supposed to be. Oh, come on. How the hell did you miscast it? I don't know what Frenzy is supposed to be. But hot damn. Volleyballs of death, essentially. Yeah, I'm gonna try moving my boat. Yep. And try buying myself another ship. Yeah, that's exactly what happened. Great. Alright, no. How am I supposed to talk to them when they're... I guess I'm supposed to get out of the ship? I'm gonna hope that the next time I run into one is all, hey, buddy. Also, ships are stupid fast. I want to point that out. I might accidentally outrun merchants. But at the same time... Oh, no. I want to crop out, because, yeah. So I got a craft, but then I have a mini craft. Something I ought to consider. No, come back here. No, frick. How are you supposed to catch them? It might honestly be easier for me to try to find one that's on land. Just saying. Oh. Oh. I was hoping you were nice. Now you must die. Enjoy access to the face. How do you survive access to the face? How about solar... Just straight out. Miscasts the flare spells. That's great. Back on the boat. I don't know, maybe I can find... Maybe I can find a better place to chill out on the... On the actual land, you know? Someplace where I can be all like, hey... It's cool, bro. All I need to do is... sit here and let the merchants come to me. I don't know. See, one of the downsides of having to look for a wandering merchant is the fact that it's not always apparent that they're wandering merchants. Most of the time, they're just dudes who want to try to steal from you. Which is discouraging. I'll say that at the least. Alright, can I actually get through here? Yes? And no. Like, I can, but it's hard. God, I am burning through my money. That's the thing about ships. They cost money as well as... might as well go there. But yeah, I pretty much have to hold the heck still. Because if I try to press B, I'll go into the ship. If I press C, I'll turn into a smaller ship. So, at best, I want to hit B. Come on. Any wondering peoples? Imagine all the wondering peoples. Any wandering merchants. Any at all. That's all I need. Someone to say hello. Hi. Would you like a single solitary dragon stone? Actually, let me double check magic now. Mana. And food and water. Heck. Yeah, all it's ever been for me is random encounters of wyverns, dragons, and just evil cultists. Other random individuals that want me dead for reasons. Alright. Got to continue wandering around the world and hope I don't end up lost, but I will. That's just how it works. Just also wondering where the hell else I could even go. I'm more or less stuck in the middle of the ocean in a lot of these places on whether or not I'm on a boat or ship. Wonder if I can just sit here. If I just sit here and wait. Will anything come to me? So the answer to that question is yes. But alas, the answer to the question of whether or not it will be a merchant, not necessarily also a yes. Bugger. There's no other real way to make this easier on me, is there? Like, it's wholesale either, wait for a long-ass pimp time. Get back to my craft. Or just wandering around and hoping that something will inevitably come to me. This is kind of one of the cruelest things of this game, isn't it, so far? Like, yeah, food and water is a thing, and you'll slowly die if you don't have any. But I'd argue that making it so as you literally cannot progress the game unless you run into a wandering merchant, a little bit worse. Can I even... What is over here? Oasis. Is this where the... No, that's where Mesa is. You know what? We're close enough to it. Might as well see what the hell Mesa looks like. Bow. Bada bada bada. Oh. Ah, god damn it. Is it too much Is it too much to hope that one of you ends up being a merchant? That's kind of one of the sucky things, is that all the time, the only ones that actually pursue you are not merchants. The ones that pursue you want you dead. So why would you? Why would you suddenly decide to go, you know what? I'm going to let this ship catch up to me, or let this giant lizard come up to me. It's daunting, really. At least I'm making up for a good portion of the money I'd spent on this boat/ship. Let's see. But yeah, it's just a weird case. You gotta be careful about when you go to actually interact with anything, because if you press C, you go into the world proper and be all like, oh, hi. But if you press anything else, then you're just going to forget everything. I just derp. No, I just haven't dismounted off of my boat. It'd be easier to go this way. It really would be easier to find a land merchant, huh? Alright, so here's a bridge. Here's another bridge. And this is Mesa. And you'll notice I can't get up there because it's too high. I can't get anywhere up there. I can get close to up there, but I can't actually get up there. Unless there's actually a place I don't know about that's around here that's all like, hey, welcome to Mesa. Da, da, da. Down, down, down. So, yeah. That is what we call the situation. So I pretty much have to wander around the place until I can find myself a dragon stone, which are only held by merchants that are wandering around the world. This is the cruelest mechanic ever. Am I on food and water? Okay. I didn't burn through as much as I thought I did. I wonder what are the mechanics for finding a wandering merchant. Maybe this is why a lot of people just never beat this game. Like, they couldn't ever get into Mesa, so... I would honestly rather... I don't know. I'm trying to resist the very powerful urge of just teleporting up to Mesa. Because without the Dragonstone, I literally cannot make any Belmont. Hi. I would like... Welcome to the best known tavern in town. Thanks. That works. I was gonna use a mana stone, but then I was like, hey, Belmont residence. Is that like just nothing but a sheer reference? This is the home of the wealthy and eccentric Mr. Belmont. Little is known about the reclusive Mr. Belmont, except that he is very rich. One moment. Yep, thought so. I had to make sure. I wanted to make sure. I had to hope that they were not, in fact, murderous thugs that were just going to try to rob me. That's what I get for trusting people. It's actually one of the funnier things is like the guide I'm looking at here is the one that I've been following that's like can't get to Mesa without a Dragonstone, but once you get a Dragonstone you can get to Mesa, which is cruel. Might as well eat up again. And I don't know, it's just kind of funny to me. It's like, I also look at this and says, if anyone knows a fixed location to buy stones from a merchant, please email me. Oh. Dragons! Or are these wyverns? Wyverns. And Jin. Is it too much to ask for a wandering merchant? I wonder how many people have actually legitimately ran into a wandering merchant in this game. Legitimate quandary, you know? Like, I know that there's people that have played this game for so goddamn long. I can think of a couple of, not even Let's Play series, but there's a streamer whose goal is to just complete as many RPGs as he possibly can. He streamed this live on stream. He's got a channel and everything dedicated to chronicling his adventures through RPGs, and it's quite impressive. I'm just constantly being all like, hey, wandering merchants. I really need to actually watch his playthrough of this, now that I think about it. You know, once all is said and done, I don't know, maybe I'll put it on in the background or something. Hope that there's a revelation about where I can get Dragonstones. This entire episode has been nothing. But me wandering around, hoping to find Dragonstones, and very much resisting the urge to just teleport up to where you can get Dragonstones. Just saying. Now, this is one of those fights where I have to actually heal my party with my Necromancer. Feels weird. Alright. Somewhat of a Jin. I wonder if you can use... probably not. This is where I usually wonder whether or not you can use spells outside of combat. Because if you can, that'd be pretty damn great. I'd be able to heal without the worry of my characters dying, one by one. Delete. Right. Repair. Confusion. Restore then. I need to see whether or not I can cast Restore outside of combat. You jerk. I just healed that. You jerk. I just cast that. How, where, why, and how? Yes, I'm realizing that I said how twice. Slay. Can I just cast Restore? Health? No. Repair. Restore. Perfect. And then I lost all sound. I'm getting a buttload of money while I'm just wandering around here, but it's not money that I need. Merchant, no! There was a lizard. Oh, don't tell me I had to actually go up to him and be all like, hey, buddy, pal, chum. This is fine. Alright. Here's what we'll do. I am going to continue playing in fast forward mode. Or rather, you guys will see a fast forwarded version. And I'll stop whenever I actually find a merchant. Yeah, that sounds good. Sounds good to me. So, fast forward sequence starting now. Heck! Oh my god! These random sons of bitches just had 3 dragon stones. Holy crap. I feel like I lost my mind. Freaking A. Okay. Alright. Oh. Sweet Jesus. Here I thought it was just the wandering merchants. No, it's also random pirate ships. It's good to know. Alright. This feels like a good place to call it an episode for sure this time. Whew. When we return, we're finally going to go to Mesa, where I am going to go ahead and just buy all the dragon stones that I can possibly afford because heck. Probably the shittiest mechanic in this game thus far. Just saying. And that's saying something, seeing as we're nearly 30 episodes in. So, thank you everyone so very much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my pain more than I did. And as always, I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. Cheers.